Level by level gaming, and let's beat World 6 Area 2. Now this is going to be a long one, and that is because this level gives you multiple paths, which I will show you in multiple videos. So this very first path I'm going to show you is going to be taking every one of the warp pipes down into their specific zones, and there are 3 of those in this level. Now this first warp pipe takes you into this underground coin area with the multiple coin block in the beginning there and the little cubby hole of coins that you have to jump over into, and we've seen this before. Now let's go ahead and exit this, and this warp zone only takes you a little ways across the screen, so you don't miss very much with that first warp pipe. Now we're going to be in this section with a power-up and a very tricky buzz beetle, because you do not want to jump on him and activate his shell where it bounces back and forth, because you're going to have a pretty bad day. Now this second warp pipe takes you into a underwater zone that, if you watched my glitching into -1 world video, I have that in a short and a full form video. You can go back and check that out. You will see that this is very reminiscent of World 1. So let's go ahead and get these cheeps out of the way, and that bloober does a very good job of evading me, and we're going to go ahead and get out of this warp zone. Now it takes you a little bit further across the screen. We're going to go ahead and jump and run across this platform. It's the easiest way to get across that gap. You can jump down that or jump across that, but I prefer to just walk across the top. It's much easier. Let's grab our Starman. I just did that to show you where it is located. There's nothing else left in those bricks down there. And we are going to go into this third and final warp zone. Now this is a repeat of a underground coin zone you've seen before. You have to do your running slide, and as you can see, because of all the exploration, I am now below my time and I have to speed myself up here. So let's go ahead and get this little running slide and get under here. It's a little tricky, and for the life of me, I still don't know how to grab that block there, so I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to continue on forward. If you know how to grab that block, please hit me up in the comments, let me know. So anyways, we're at the very end of the level. We have some obstacles here with the flying Koopa, and we have the pitcher plant there, or fly trap, and now we're going to jump across for 2,000 points with just seconds to spare. So the first run there is just going down every single one of the warp zones. So the second run is going to show you what happens if you skip the warp zones and you actually go for a secret vine up into coin heaven. So let's go ahead and grab our multiple coin block, and we're actually not going to go down the warp pipe. We're going to continue to the right, with this area having quite a few of these pipes. But as you can see, we are back in the tricky area with the buzz beetle, so you really don't miss very much going down that first warp pipe. Now we're going to continue on to the right, and we're going to find our vine to coin heaven. But as you can see, there's no obvious direct way to get it, so there is going to be a hidden block here that you have to activate if you want to be able to get up there and reach it. Now we're going to climb up to coin heaven, and I'll be honest, I've never been great at getting all the coins here. I usually miss some, but I will go ahead and spoil it for you. This very first run shows you what not to do in coin heaven, and that is getting yourself knocked off or left behind from that platform and not making your run across those clouds. So there you go. I missed every single one of those coins, but if you stay through to the end of this video, I will do a better run in coin heaven, I promise you. So let's go ahead and let's continue on. We are actually quite a ways across the screen, and we are at the end of the level. We just got one more pipe to go across. Here we go. We are back to where the flying Koopa and the fly trap is located, and we're going to jump across. Maybe this time I can actually grab my 5K because I'm not pressured of running out of time. So here we go. Jumped across, and I got my 5K. So that is the end of run 2, and that is if you skipped all the warp pipes and went up to coin heaven. Now this third run is going to serve the purpose of showing you what if you did not go down any of the pipes and you didn't go up to coin heaven. It will show you all the ground that you would have missed in doing so. And that is just to give you a visual and to help you map out where everything is on this level. So here we go. We haven't went down any of the pipes. We are at the Tricky Buzz Beetle power-up section, and we are going to continue on to the right. Once again, just missing every warp zone and missing the vine up to coin heaven. So here we go. I'm going to activate it just to give you a marker of where we are, and we're going to continue on to the right. Now we are in a section that looks like there should be some power-ups or something to be had here, but there is not. And now we are at that platform that goes across the gap. Once again, you can jump that gap, and I have done it, but I do prefer just to walk across. Why not take the easier path, right? So here we go. We missed that Starman there, but you've seen it in one of the other videos. And once again, I'm just showing you there's nothing in these bricks to be had. And instead of going down this warp pipe, we're going to continue to the right to another fruitless section with a Tricky Buzz Beetle and no power-ups in any of those blocks. So just to show you, here we go. I'm going to miss that Buzz Beetle, and there's nothing in there to be had. So let's continue on. Now you should recognize this section here. We're at the very end of the level with that final Flying Koopa and Fly Trap. So here we go. Piranha Plant. There we go. I couldn't think of what I was wanting to call that thing. Piranha Plant. So here we go. We're going to jump across and we're going to grab our 5K. All right. Fourth and final video section, and that is going to be my run that I prefer, which is a hybrid of going down warp zones and getting your vine up to coin heaven. So here we go. We're going to grab as many of these coins as we can. We're going to go down this first pipe, which is going to push us over 100 for our 1-up, which is really a moot point considering we got our infinite lives. And if you didn't see that video, go back and see the world where I used the shell exploit to get multiple lives. So anyways, we've got infinite lives, but hey, what's one more, right? So let's grab our coins and let's go through to our next section here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to miss the warp zone after the power up and the Tricky Buzz Beetle section here, and I'm going to continue on to the right, and I'm going to grab the vine. So going down the first pipe and going up into coin heaven, in my opinion, is the best run that I prefer to grab the most coins and to see the most of the level. So let's see if I can do better this time. So once again, I'm not going to say that I grab every coin, but I will do better. So let's go ahead and grab all these. And we're going to try to miss those cloud pillars. Now I'm going to try to hit my run just right, and I do. And I don't miss my platform. So we're going to grab all but 3 of the coins that time in coin heaven. Now, once again, if you've watched this whole video through, you know exactly where we're at. We're back at the end of the level, and we've got just this one pipe, and here we go. That time I decided to jump on the turtle's head, but you know, that piranha plant there is just out of reach. All right, we're going to jump across for our 5K, and that is the end of the video. So once again, if you like these kind of videos, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit me with comments, let me know what you think.